You're listening to Your Highest Self podcast, episode 39, Winning the Day. Hey guys, welcome back to the show. I'm so excited to have you here. Thank you so much for taking the time to invest in your mind and doing it with me today. If you are new, welcome. My name is Shanae. If you don't know how to pronounce that, think of Shanae, and it makes it really easy. So anyhow, I'm your host. I'm a retired WBFF Bikini Pro, and my mission with this show is to help you on your journey to your highest self. And I love, love, love doing that through personal development tools, skills, and knowledge around fitness, around nutrition, around mindset, around living your best life, so that you can ultimately go from self-conscious to self-confident. If you have not already listened to the last two episodes, which are bonus episodes, I encourage you to go and do that. They build up on each other, because today we're going to talk about winning the day and how to win the day. But you cannot win the day until you take care of your mindset and you take care of how you feel. So if we look at the thought model, thoughts trigger feelings, and then feelings trigger action. So today we're really talking about the action piece. But again, if you don't know what you're saying to yourself, and if you are not letting your feelings be felt, if you are repressing any emotions, then it doesn't matter how much action you want to take, you will never take it. Okay, so that's your heads up to go listen. So today, like I said, we're going to talk about winning the day, and I'm really passionate about winning the day because what I've realized over the years is that success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out. So if you want to be successful, whether that be with your health, your business, even just your confidence, maybe some fitness goals, then it is the things that you do on a day-to-day basis that's going to give you that success. It's not some big thing that you do once. It's really, truly tiny things that are compounded over time. And so that's when I started getting really obsessed with this concept of like winning the day, because when you win the day, you win your week. And when you win your weeks, you win your month. And when you win your months, you win the year. And I don't know about you, but I'm 29 now, and time goes by so fast. Like the last 5 years were just like, and that's also kind of scary. So if a year and 5 years can go by so quickly, what are you doing today to ensure that you are on the right trajectory to be where you want to be? Right? So with this global pandemic, with this kind of crisis that's going on right now, we're all sort of in lockdown. I'm living in California, Bay Area, and we have a shelter in place. We're not allowed to leave the house unless it's for essential businesses, as in like going grocery shopping. And then we're allowed to go outside once a day for exercise, right? Well, they don't really have a limit, but technically you're really not supposed to leave the house. And pretty soon I think that the parks might even close down. I know that up in like Marin County, kind of over near San Francisco, like those regional parks have shut down. So pretty soon even our like nature freedom is going to be taken away from us. So more than ever, we need to stay in control of our mindset, and we need to control the controllables. So one of the ways that I've been able to really kind of thrive in this experience that we're kind of going through, I think, is because I've done so much work on my mindset. I'm able to have a perspective shift. I'm able to, see what the positives and the silver lining are in certain situations. I'm able to stay focused on what matters. So what matters to me really is like my health and my family. So my husband and my fur babies. And I have, I'm really, really thankful for all the inner work I've done so that I'm not falling down into, like a negative spiral or like a panic spiral or like a procrastination spiral with what's going on. On the flip side, I have a tendency to overwork myself. I have a tendency to put a lot of my self-worth into how much I help people, like my work. And so, like I've been saying on these last episodes, this pandemic is really going to bring out any negative patterns or just patterns in general that we tend to use as a coping mechanism. So maybe one of your patterns is overeating or emotional eating or procrastination or buffering with social media or like not wanting to feel your feelings. Negative is a wrong word, but like patterns will always exist. When you learn to be in control of your mindset, when you learn to be more conscious about it, then you're able to recognize that that pattern is settling in and you're able to shift. And so I've gotten really good at that. And that's one of the things that I help my clients with. And before we get into today's episode, where I'll teach you like, okay, what's the actual actions I'm doing? I want to make it clear that I'm only able to really show up as my highest self because I've done the work on my mindset. So I want to invite you into Mindset Makeover membership. It's a monthly membership coaching program. It's all virtual and it's all like group coaching. We're going to meet twice a month for coaching calls. So one will be like a virtual, or all virtual, but I think one is going to be kind of like retreat style where it's a little bit more relaxed. And then the other one will be kind of like maybe like a training. Already inside the Your Highest Self Facebook group, I have a monthly coaching theme and I plan to keep that going. And so I'm going to bring that into the membership. So for March, our monthly coaching theme this year, this month, was super thinking. So I don't know if you noticed, but all the podcast episodes I created were about how to be a better thinker. Next month's coaching theme is feeling better. And it's funny because I actually came up with that like 2 months ago. So what I like to do is I like to make the podcast really actionable and like kind of follow that theme so that you really get the most out of it. And so by joining this membership, you'll get even like the next step deeper with that, because I'll be making workbooks, and also you'll have an opportunity to get coaching with me for a really, really, really affordable price. I'm going to make it $19.99, so it's $20 a month. You get 2 coaching calls with me. You get access to me directly and also a community. So if you want me to help you shift your mindset around your body, around your progress, a lot of people right now are worried about losing their gym progress and, you know, gaining weight and losing muscle. If you want to learn how to do more reframes, positive thinking, just being able to change your mindset, like about what people think about you and being nice to yourself and your self-worth, like that is all encompassed within Mindset Makeover. So Mindset Makeover Academy, as you guys know, is a group coaching program. This is going to be Mindset Makeover membership. So it's just one step below the academy because it'll be group and it's only twice a month versus the academy, it's every week. So anyhow, if you would like to work on your mindset, if you want to shift your mindset and learn how to really be in control of your mind so that you can live your best life, join me. The link to join is down below, and I think I'm just going to keep enrollments open so you can join whenever. The last little tidbit with that is that with this community, it's not going to be a Facebook group. I'm actually going to open the community in a whole nother app. So if you've been worried about like, you know, I love being in the Your High Self Facebook group, but I don't want to open Facebook. I don't want to, you know, open Instagram. I got you. We're going to be meeting somewhere else. And it's really cool because we have different kind of channels. So some of the channels that I created are morning routine, evening routine, workouts, support, thought models, mind, body, and heart. And that will make sense when you hear today's episode. So anyhow, I'm so excited to be able to support you in this way, especially during this pandemic. More than ever, we're being given an opportunity to look within and heal. So maybe you have to heal your relationship with yourself, or your relationship with progress, your relationship with your body, your relationship with what you think other people think about you. And you can only do that by being intentional and carving out time and like wanting to heal. And all that means like getting vulnerable. So anyhow, this is like another super long intro. Thanks guys for being so patient with me. Without further ado, let's get into the episode. So a quick kind of not recap, but like how I'm going to deliver this episode to you is we're going to first talk about self-care routines. So morning and evening, and then goals, and then CEO Sundays and how I schedule my day. And then 3 key habits for nutrition, and then workouts. So this is how I'm winning the day. These are my systems and my processes on a day-to-day level for all these different aspects of my life. Because for my life, what's really important to me is like my self-care. Like taking care of myself is important. My goals, I'm goal-driven, I'm ambitious. I have dreams and desires that I want to reach. And so that's why I always set goals. And then like my scheduling is very important to me. It's important to me that I'm productive and I get shit done. And then my nutrition and my workouts are also very important to me. I want to be the healthiest that I can be from the inside out. So if you also want a lifestyle like that, tune in. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to start with is self-care. And I listed these in the order. They're not like super in order of they're not in order of importance, but I would say that they're in order of execution. I don't know. For sure, the number one thing I think that you need to focus on is your self-care and carving out a morning and evening routine for ourselves, especially with everything that's happening right now. I mean, it should be like this all the time. I've had a morning and evening routine for years, but I see the benefit in me having cultivated that habit. So we need to take care of ourselves or else we run the risk of burnout and overwhelm. So my morning routine is different every day, but I'm really intentional about doing something. I kind of have like a list of 5 that I like to pull off of, and sometimes I do all 5, sometimes I just do 1, sometimes I do 2. So I'm not perfect about it, and I don't expect myself to be perfect about it. So my morning routines are, I love journaling, meditating, reading, sitting quietly, and then working out. And usually my morning workouts more are like mobility and qigong. I rarely ever do like a hardcore workout in the morning. I just do like a little something to get my blood flowing. I just don't like to work out in the morning. If you love working out in the morning and getting it knocked out, great, amazing. Side note, everything that I'm sharing, like take what feels good and leave the rest, like adapt it to your lifestyle. We're different people. So of course, like me sharing what's working for me doesn't mean you do it exactly like me. Or maybe you do, maybe we're twins. So my evening routine is all devices shut off 1 hour before bed. And like sometimes I'm watching Netflix like right before I go to bed, but I will always like shut my phone down. A tip I have for you if you tend to scroll on social media a lot is to delete the app off your phone. That helped me so much because then I don't have to like fight myself to not check it. It's just literally not there. I can't click on anything. So it's a lot easier to switch off. Candles. I love lighting candles in the evening, turning off some lights and like really letting the, it's like this, I think it's the circadian rhythm. When you get yourself into darkness before sleep, you actually sleep much better. So turning off some lights or having a dimming option, lighting candles. This girl I follow who's a blogger, she talks about red light. So you can get like red light bulbs and replace them. And it also helps take away that blue light that will often keep you up. So the blue light is any of the bright light that you see from the TV, from your laptop, and from your phone. I love making an evening tonic, chamomile tea or Calm. The brand for Calm is Natural Vitality, and it's a magnesium drink and has a little lemon flavor. Just, a little tea helps me wind down. I like doing foam rolling, stretching, and self-massage in the evening. I love reading in the evening. And then my other like kind of non-negotiable evening routine is celebration journaling. I have a specific journal that I leave by my bedside, and I jot down everything that I did that day. And this works really amazing for anybody who is self-critical. If you have a hard time being proud of yourself, like do this celebration journaling and you will start to feel, you'll just start to value yourself more. Like this is a really good exercise to help me with my self-worth, because a lot of my self-worth is in doing, which is like why competing was like really great for me. I felt really amazing about myself when I stuck to my macros or when I did all my workouts, when I like completely checked everything off the list. But if I didn't completely check everything off the list, then I wasn't proud of myself. So the celebration journaling has been a catalyst in me really being able to celebrate all the things, even the really tiny, small things. And it's helped me just be so much nicer to myself and to value myself so much more. So it's definitely changed my mindset. So that's like, so again, I don't do all of these like every day. I just pick one or two that I like to do. I think that's the best way to have like non-rigid morning and evening routines. So if you're kind of like an all or nothing mentality person, give yourself flexibility. This is about tapping into your feminine energy. With a masculine energy, we like schedule and we have structure, but we as females have also really strong feminine energy. You're listening to your highest self. Can often get way too rigid with ourselves. And so having some flexibility and saying, okay, these are the things that I like to do for my evening and morning routines, but I'm not going to be like strict and rigid and have rules on having to do them all. And I'm going to do what I feel like doing in the moment. That is tapping into your feminine energy. Last thing I wanted to add about the journaling. If you need a journaling outline, I have a 30 days to self-love and purpose free download. And also, I made a journal. It'll be available soon. I know I keep saying soon. It's been a journey getting this journal made, you guys. This one is a 30 days to self-purpose. So creating your purpose. So if you need help finding what your passions and your purpose are, that is going to be available so soon, and you'll be able to purchase it on Amazon. I have a whole structure around how I like to do journaling because, again, it just helps you stay on track and to do it. And then a lot of times if you're new to journaling, having prompts really helps you because oftentimes you look at a blank page and you're like, I don't know what to write. Okay, moving on. So that's about self-care, morning and evening routines. So important. Please do it. I had a virtual retreat last week, actually, for the Your High Self listeners. And I got so much good feedback. Every single person who came to the retreat said that they walked away with new morning and evening routines. And it was like the reset that they needed to just be intentional with their lives. So another reason why I'm making that membership, because I think that being able to carve out time for yourself intentionally and like kind of work on yourself and thinking about working on yourself makes such a huge difference. Sometimes it's not enough to just listen to podcast episodes. Sometimes you need to be in programs and like group coaching programs to really like elevate yourself. All right, I digress. Number 2, goals. So again, we actually did this inside the virtual retreat, virtual self-care retreat. We are setting goals. The reason being is that when you have goals set for yourself, you are more likely to be in creation mode versus consumption mode. The consumption is like scrolling Instagram, reading the news, watching way too much Netflix. I mean, sometimes like a Netflix binge marathon is necessary. I definitely have those where like we'll just sit on the couch and we'll watch like a whole series. But if that's happening every single day and you are leaving the couch feeling more drained than energized, then we have a problem. So let's set some goals. And this is perfect timing because April is here. And I want to encourage you to set goals around the 3 pillars: mind, body, and heart. These are the 3 pillars of being your highest self. So with mind, I categorize mind as like mindset, brain activities. It's reading, meditating, journaling, becoming mentally stronger, and personal growth. So think of a small goal that you can accomplish in the next 30 days around your mindset. Next up, body. So in body, I put movement, self-care, body image, and then optimizing your lifestyle to work for you. So that also includes nutrition. Maybe you want to learn to stop tracking macros to move over to intuitive eating. You want to stop dieting. I hope if you listen to this show, you have learned by now that dieting is just, there just is no point. And I would really highly encourage you, if you are struggling with your diet mentality, you're struggling with your nutrition, like reach out to me for help, because I still do nutrition coaching. Yes, I do. Yeah. The last category is heart. And in the heart category, I put self-love, confidence, your purpose, and your secret dream. So this category is a little more esoteric, but whatever you feel like you um, have been putting off due to like circumstances. So if you're like, I can't love myself until I lose weight, or I can't be confident until I get this, or I can't pursue my purpose because I don't even know what it is. Think really deep about a goal that you can set for yourself that will help you achieve this. So if it is around self-love, about your body, say like you are 20 pounds heavier than like normally your body likes to be at, like 20 pounds above your body set point, and you got there through dieting and binge eating. Maybe this is a heart goal for you to set where for 30 days you don't diet. For 30 days, you lean into self-love. For 30 days, you only do things from love and not from fear. See how this works? So I love setting goals in mind, body, and heart because it's really, I just think it really works on your wellness and your whole lifestyle. It's not like setting financial goals or like professional goals. And of course, you could also put professional goals in there, like, with your purpose, maybe perhaps you set a goal to like launch a podcast in the next 30 days. Like that is a heart goal. So yeah, I hope that made sense. And once you set your goals, come into the secret Facebook group if you still want to be on Facebook and share your goals with me. Actually, for this Sunday CEO Sunday check-in, I asked everyone to set their goals. So if you're not a part of that community already and you want accountability and you want someplace to share your goals, because a goal that's not written is just a dream. Yes. Especially if it doesn't even have a deadline. It's just a dream. It's not a goal. Like until you take action on a goal, it's just a wish. Boom. That's a good one. Okay. See you Sunday. So how do you actually get to accomplishing these goals? You do them by sitting down weekly and scheduling out your week with CEO Sunday. I am really, really, anal is not the right word, but I'm kind of anal with my CEO Sunday. Like I really make sure I do it because in the human design, shout out to if you listen to the episode with Erin Claire, my mind, the chakra, the crown chakra, like the very top triangle is open. So the shadow of that is that I'm very scattered. The wisdom of that is that I have lots of amazing ideas. And I do, I have ideas all day long. So because of that, I know for me, if I don't sit down and schedule out my week with like the goals I want to set and put it into my planner and my calendar, then nothing gets done. I can have the best intentions to do something, but if it's not scheduled in, if I'm not really intentional about my time, then I won't do it. On the flip side of that, if I have way too many things scheduled and I don't put in any open space or white space for just rest and relaxation, I won't do it. And that's also really, bad's the wrong word to use, but it is bad because then I'm not taking care of myself and I'm overworking myself and I'm going back to old coping mechanisms of not taking care of myself and just overworking. So I just said the same word 3 times, but you know what I mean. That's kind of it for CEO Sundays. If you want a more detailed overview of it, I do have a blog post, which I'll also link down in the show notes for you. I love it. I, schedule everything down to like when I'm going to have lunch, because again, I can just work through lunch and not eat, and that's not always great. So speaking of lunch, the next thing for winning the day is your nutrition. I have something called 3 key habits, and it's part of the EAT method. The 3 key habits for nutrition, what those mean is that I don't have any like food rules. I just have these 3 habits that I make sure I do every single day. And I know that by doing these 3 habits, that's going to keep me on track with my fitness goals. My fitness goals are maintenance. I'm not trying to like gain strength. I'm not trying to lose weight. I'm not trying to be anything but just myself. I'm just trying to maintain what I have. Your 3 key habits will change depending on what your goals are at the time. So when I was, when the gyms were open and I was going to boxing 4 times a week, my 3 key habits were a little bit different. One of my habits is that I needed to like make sure I eat more. So I was eating 4, 5 meals a day, like eating just more than usual because I was burning so many calories, and I was finding that I wasn't training as good as I could because I wasn't eating enough. So the requirements for your key habits are they need to be effective and efficient and enjoyable. You gotta like them. If you don't like them, then it doesn't work. So I'll tell you what my 3 are. Mine are water, lots of it. I don't have like a specific amount, but I just drink a ton of water. I usually have a big pickle jar that I drink out of. Today I just have my mason jar. So if you're watching on YouTube, you can see, and I put some mint leaves in it. My mint plant is like in full bloom right now. My second habit is the 1-4-3 method modified for my current lifestyle. So the 1-4-3 method, if you don't know, is the intuitive eating kind of method that I developed. And it means 1 plate with 4 components: protein, fat, fiber, and carb 3 times a day. Right now, I'm like not moving very much. I mean, I go on a walk and I go running with my husband, but like other than that, I'm not as active as I was when I was doing boxing. So because of that, like I am modifying my portions and how much I'm eating. I'm not restricting myself, and I'm not portion controlling, but I'm modifying. And so number 3, the third habit is mindful eating. I stop when I'm full. I'm being really in tune with my needs, and I don't have any food rules. So if I want to have dessert, I have dessert. If I don't want to finish my dinner, I don't finish my dinner, right? It goes both ways. And so that's really important for myself. Again, like these habits are going to be specific to you and your goals. That's really important to me because I had a history of disordered eating where anytime I feel like I don't have these thoughts anymore, but I used to, like if I felt like I had to lose weight, it would actually trigger me to overeat. So hint, hint, if you are finding yourself overeating, is it because you're telling yourself you need to lose weight? And if it is, it's not a helpful thought because it's triggering a feeling of shame and guilt, and that's triggering an action of overeating, right? So I stay as mindful and calm and peaceful about my food, and so that's why it is a habit for me. Last but not least, workouts. Oh, and then I meant to add, I do have a free guidebook on like the 1-4-3 method and the EAT method. And again, I'll have that link down in the show notes for you if you don't have it already. Last but not least is workouts. How am I doing my workouts, and how do I set up my workouts so I win the day? One is that I think that you should be doing something every single day. But the caveat is that it has to be enjoyable. You are not allowed to force yourself to do something. So there's no guilt. Okay? So important. The energy in which you do something is way more important than the thing that you do itself. So if you are forcing yourself to do a workout and you're half-assing it because you're not excited and it's not enjoyable, I think that does more harm to your mindset and to your emotional well-being than it does good. So I don't care if you're doing a badass home workout every morning, but you're hating yourself through it. To me, that's not good. That's like, be nice to yourself, be kind to yourself, love yourself. If you loved yourself, you wouldn't force yourself to do things. And I had this conversation with one of my clients inside Mindset Makeover Academy right now, because she was saying that she was kind of like forcing herself to work out because one of the thoughts that was driving her actions was, well, if I don't work out, I'm going to gain weight. And that was like really making her feel unsettled, and she felt forced to do a workout in the morning, but then that workout was half-ass. So then she felt even worse about herself because she was like, oh, I can't even do yoga like well. She was like half-assing her yoga workouts. And so we really got down to the nitty-gritty of like, why are you believing this thought about yourself? And like, this is what I mean by like how mindset helps you become your highest self, because when you learn to take control of your thoughts and be aware of them and have somebody like me, like a coach, to be there to hold you accountable and to like really hold space for you to heal. Like right now we're healing her relationship with her body. And yes, part of that is by changing your mindset. But the other part of that is like, it's giving your time that space to like really check in with yourself. So for me, I am doing something every single day, but it's not forced. And I'm enjoying what I'm doing. I have to like it. I don't feel like going on a run. I don't force myself to go on a run. And I hate running, but it's really enjoyable right now because I'm doing it with my husband. I mean, it's like we like run together and it's really cute. We don't ever do that. It's like the first time. Um, and that's how I'm handling workouts. When you intentionally do something every single day and keep that small promise to yourself, what happens is it starts to create a positive feedback loop. Because every time you break a promise to yourself, it creates a negative feedback loop, and you also lose trust in yourself. And then that's when the negative self talk happens, and it lowers your self confidence and your self esteem. And so that's also why I think you have to do something enjoyable. If not, it creates that negative self talk loop that we are trying so hard to quit, right? The last thing I wanted to say about the workouts is I really just wanted to share what she said. And this might help any of you who are feeling like you're losing progress because the gym is closed and you don't know how to handle your mindset around your body. What she said was, I'm deciding to take this time to do restorative workouts and self care that I have a harder time doing while the gym is closed. Ah, I love that. Don't you love that? It's like a total mindset makeover. This is a girl who like goes to the gym every single day, like without fail, without doubt. She's there every single morning before work. It's really easy for her to stay in routine and stay in control of that. And so having her routine completely taken away from her has been hard, which I bet a lot of you can resonate with. But she's choosing to have a different perspective about this. Just choosing to do restorative workouts, just choosing to do self-care because she has a harder time with it. And she doesn't feel like doing home workouts. Home workouts aren't fun for her. You know, she likes lifting weights, she likes feeling strong. So my encouragement, and I want you to consider, maybe this is a time for you also to not push yourself to do all these home workouts. Maybe this is a time for you to just rest and allow yourself to be and do self-care and do gentle yoga and do just some stretching and not force yourself or put pressure on yourself to like perform, right? I think a lot of people are, I think you, maybe you, I hope if that resonated, really look within and be like, why, like, just, just like love yourself enough to give yourself that rest if you need it. Okay, that's what we're going to end with. So thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. I hope it was helpful. Again, if you want to hang out with me on coaching calls and get your own mindset makeover, join me in the membership. So we are officially starting on April 1st. You can join and cancel anytime. I'm not making it like, a month-to-month commitment, or like there's no like 6-month commitment. You can go in and out as you please. Especially right now, I just know that financially it is really tough on people. So again, I'm trying to make it as affordable as possible. If you have any questions, email me. That will be the best way to get in contact. I'm so excited to see you, like actually see you on camera. So excited to connect with you. Sending you so much love. Don't forget to be your highest self. I'll see you guys next week, same time, same place. Bye.